Hi and welcome to this tutorial video. In this video we're going to walk you through the steps that you can follow to create your Facilitator account on the RCI. Now the first thing just to mention is that as I move the mouse around the page you will see a yellow circle appear around it. This is designed to highlight the movements I make on the screen. Then when I click anywhere on the page you will see a small bluish circle appear just like this. Okay, so as you probably remember from the training days, you filled in a Facilitator account setup form. This form asks for your name, your email address, your work landline and mobile numbers, the date you completed the training, and the centre, service or location within which you work. These setup forms were passed to your local organisation data processors, or ODPs for short, and they input the information you supplied into the RCI. And the RCI then sends you an email. This email provides you with a website link that will bring you to the RCI and allow you to start creating your account. So I'm now going to show you what this email and link will look like, and then go through all the steps you can follow to create your own Facilitator account. To begin, I'm going to go up to the top left of my screen to open up an email account. And as you can probably see, there's an email here already that's been sent to this email account for the purposes of this video. So this email is the same email that you will see once the ODP has entered your details into the RCI. So the email address you provided at the training is the one you should check for this RCI email. Now we'll go ahead and open this email. And as you'll see, it provides some brief information about why you're receiving the email, and also some information just to let you know that by clicking on the link, you can start creating your Facilitator account. I'll go ahead and click the link, and as you'll see, I'm brought to the RCI. Now the first page you'll be brought to asks you to check over the information on the page to make sure that it's all correct. As you can see here at the top, we have Facilitator account check your details, and a note that says to please check over the details below to make sure they are correct. If any detail is incorrect, please contact your organization's organization data processor to have your details amended. So the first things to check on this page are the service details. As you can see here, we've got the service name, postal address, HSE region or regions, and the country. If this information is correct, and hopefully it will be, you can move down the page to check your own personal details. So the information you see here should match the information you supplied at the training day when you completed one of the Facilitator account setup forms. So here we have your name, your email address, your landline number, your mobile number, and the date you completed the RCI training. At this point, for the purposes of the video, we'll say that all the information is correct. And to continue creating your account, you can click on the button at the bottom here that reads Continue Account Setup, Username and Password. This brings you through to the next page where you'll be asked to create your own username and your own password for your own Facilitator account. So, on this page, we have spaces, or what are sometimes called fields, to type in a username. There is a second username field here, and that's used to make sure you've typed the username exactly as you want it. So you're asked to confirm the username by typing it a second time into this field. Now, one of the requirements for a system like this is that one of the codes that is used to log into an account must be complex. And for the RCI, the complex code is the username. When we say complex, we mean that the username must be 8 digits long and be made up of a mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. You might be thinking that it's going to be a bit tricky to create a username that meets these criteria, but don't worry. We've added a feature to the RCI that will create a username for you that will meet the required criteria. To do this, you can click on this Generate Username button, and as you'll see, when I click on it, a code appears in the first username field. If for whatever reason you don't like the look of the code, You can keep on clicking the Generate Username button, and new codes will continue to be created for you, just like this. When you're happy with the code that has been generated, you have to type it into the Confirm Username field to make sure you know what it is and can type it correctly. So I'll go ahead and type the code into the Confirm Username field. When you're finished with the username, you then have to create a password. Unlike the usernames, your password does not have to be complex, but we advise that it shouldn't include identifiable information such as your real name, your address, your mobile number, or your email address. So we'll go ahead and type in a password. And as you'll have seen, as I typed the password, it appeared as dots in the field. This is a feature to make sure that, for example, if someone could see your computer screen as you set up your account, they wouldn't be able to tell what your password is. Just like the username, you're asked to confirm the password to make sure you've entered it exactly as you want it. So I'll go ahead and retype the password now. Once you've done that, and you're happy with your username and your password, just before continuing with the setup, there is a note here at the bottom that reads, by selecting Save and Continue to your dashboard, you are agreeing to facilitate the RCI in accordance with your RCI training. So bearing that in mind, if you're happy to continue, you can click on the Save and Continue to your dashboard button, which will bring you to what we call your main dashboard. And that's it. Your Facilitator account is all set up and ready to go. Now, if you'd like to get an overview of your account and a general walkthrough of your main dashboard and what all the different buttons do, then you can watch the tutorial video entitled An Overview of Your Facilitator Dashboard. And that's it for this video. We hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions or queries, don't hesitate to contact the RCI Research Development Team.